channel, guys. I want to say sorry about the winds to start with. It's going to affect the audio, but there's not much I can do. Welcome back to One Life Cars. You join me today with a Vauxhall Corsa C for a quick tutorial on how to remove and replace the headlight unit. This has been requested by a subscriber, so I hope it helps. I hope you get your job done. Quite a simple job, a few tools required. So let's crack on, show you guys how. Right guys, Vauxhall Corsa C headlight unit removal and replacement. First thing you're going to need is an 8mm spanner or socket. I've just grabbed a spanner here. Socket would be a bit easier if you've got one. And these bolts up here, the two sort of obvious headlight mounts. I forgot to say too, obviously you need to open the bonnet first thing. So yeah, these two top mounts you see straight away holding it on. They can come straight out, two 8mm bolts. So we'll get them two out first, and also while you've got your 8mm out, if you undo, for what it's worth, undo all three the 8mm bolts holding this trim piece on at the front. Well, it's all connected to the bumper, but you're not going to take the bumper fully off, it'll just loosen it enough to be able to pull the headlight out and get to the other bolts. So we're going to undo these three as well. Okay, like so. Let's get them fully out. So altogether you've got 5 8mm bolts along the front from the edge of the headlight. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So get them out first and then I'll show you what to do next. Also, while we're up here guys, you might as well disconnect the electrical connection for the headlight. It's all on one sort of wire here on this big connector block, if you can see that. Sorry about the lack of light. Got little red tabs in it. You can push down to slide it out. It slides one way or the other. I'll just change to some light and show you that properly. So this unit here, I think, yeah, we push the two red tabs that stick out there down a bit first, and then you can pull that bottom block down even more, yeah, and as you pull it down it slides out. So that's that disconnected, your wiring's out the way. Right guys, so you've got your electrics disconnected and these top bolts all out. So now what you want to do, we need to get this bumper loose, as there's a mounting bolt for it around here. To get to that, you've got a tiny bolt in the back of sort of the bottom of the wing, top of the bumper, and there's also a Phillips screw just about there. It's not in on this one, there's just a hole, but it's literally there where my finger is. So get that Phillips screw out, and the 8mm bolt that's in the back here, you can get to it just without taking the wheel off. And then we can pull this bumper loose and I'll show you where the bottom mount is for the headlight. Just to recap, this bolt under here, the one that's sort of behind where my finger is, the middle finger, that's a 10mm, not an 8. I've just got it out with a 10mm socket. A socket's the only thing that's really going to get in it. It's a bit awkward, but you can get to it, and it's like a little sort of half plastic thing. So the next thing you want to do is, there's a sort of a bit of plastic tucked behind this arch cover, so you pull that out from there and release the bumper. Now we're not looking to pull it all the way off, we're just looking to disconnect the rest of this headlight. So if we pull this back now and sort of look quite low down, you will see there's a little 8mm bolt there hiding away. That's the last mount. If we get this 8mm bolt out, we should be able to pull the headlight straight out. Alright guys, you can now simply pull it out, and that is your headlight removed. So at this point you're replacing it with a new one. Just get your new unit and it literally just pops into place. You can do it with one hand, like so. So what you might want to do is, first when you're replacing it, is put these two top ones in first just to hold it in position, and then line up that bottom one we just took out last and get those 8mm all tightened up, and then we can sort of clip the bumper back into place and just repeat the process. Alright guys, that's the headlight back into place, as you can see here. We've got all 5 8mm bolts to the top, in and back, tighten back up. Obviously the first thing I did was get the bottom mount for the headlight in before I put the bumper back on. That just sort of clips back in, clip this arch cover back over that piece of plastic, and make sure you get your 10mm bolt back in the back to hold it in. Oh yeah, and the little Phillips screw if it's not missing in there where my finger is. Yeah, and that's back on. Headlight secure, got the electric connection, clip back in the back, all on, good as new. And that, guys, is how to remove and replace the headlight unit on the Vauxhall Corsa C. I hope you found this video useful. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. If you're new around here, you like what you see, hit that subscribe button. And maybe request your own tutorial, as this job was done purely off a request from a subscriber. Anyway guys, that's it from me today. Until tomorrow, peace.